Okay, we've got to talk about the Nazca mummies. So get in here, guys. This is Jack with Cosmic Road to talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Yeah, of course, we have to talk about the Nazca mummies after the Peruvian hearing. It turns out that reporter Joyce Mantilla didn't have time to reveal all he wanted to reveal at the hearing in the Peruvian Congress. One of the things he wanted to talk about were some of the artifacts and even the writings found within the location known as the Citadel or the tomb or the lab, wherever these bodies were found. We still don't know exactly where that was. Scientists have not been given access to that, which is a damn shame. Of course, as soon as they did, the Ministry of Culture would move in, and God knows what would happen. So it's understandable that there is some reluctance to provide that location. Also, this information, of course, is coming from the Tomb Raiders, who don't want other Tomb Raiders to move in and steal their thunder, or for the site to be closed off so that they can't do more tomb raiding. Yeah, it is what it is. But that is why this information is coming out, is because it's not coming from official channels. If it were coming from official channels, we wouldn't be getting this information. So, moving on, journalist Joyce Mantilla has revealed the artifacts discovered alongside the Nazca mummies. In particular, we're focusing on the writing, very intriguing writing on these ancient artifacts. Now, I would love it if they could positively date these artifacts, but of course you can't date stone, although sometimes you can find other ways of dating these things. So I hope that that is done and that these artifacts can be verified, but that is some super intriguing writing. Yeah, I mean, what language is that? That's what people are trying to determine. Look at that crazy language. What in the world is going on with that? Super cool. Some are comparing it to Danny Sheehan's alien writing, and I can see a similarity, but it doesn't look quite exact to me, although there does seem to be a similarity. Joyce de la Rios Lopez, one of the Nazca mummy researchers, says one of the stones found next to the three-toed ungulate bodies resembles runic writing. And he gives an example of runic writing there. If you don't know what runic writing is, per Wikipedia, a rune is a letter in a set of related alphabets known as runic alphabets, native to the Germanic peoples. So ancient Germanic writing. I've also shown a similarity to other ancient writing in Europe, like 5000 BC, like pretty ancient. Unclear if it really dovetails with any of that, but you can definitely see a similarity. But again, you can also see a similarity in Danny Sheehan's, supposed alien writing as well. There are a few figures that really do resemble some of this writing, but again, we need some language experts to really delve into that. Wixie says some more stones and metals from the discovery, and is this site where those stones were found? Yeah, because there were some other really intriguing artifacts that were supposedly found in that treasure trove of artifacts, including things that look like flying saucers and alien heads. There's one alien head carved stone that greatly resembles the one of the beings, or both of the beings really, in the Virginia alien case. If you haven't seen James Fox's excellent documentary, Moment of Contact, highly recommend that. Well, those beings look a lot like one of the figurines found in this alien artifact treasure trove, if that's what it is. But we really need this to be authenticated. I mean, there's crazy stuff like dinosaurs and stuff. Can that be real? Really? I mean, here's the Virginia alien head being right there. Looks an awful lot like that, those two beings. And we have depictions of the elongated skull people. I would love that. That's why we need real science to be done on this stuff. Because there's so many crazy artifacts and things that are supposedly found at the Citadel. Look at these impressive, carvings. architecture, whatever that is. Some of them seem to have symbols and writing on them. We've got this crazy handbag here, the handbag of the gods. We've got this crazy totem pole. We have these interesting pieces of technology. God knows where those things are. Really impressive, incredible stuff that was supposedly taken from the Citadel. And a lot of this is probably on the hands of, or in the hands of the black market, including the armor that this being is wearing right here and its headdress. Maria or Montserrat was also said to be wearing a headdress or a tiara. Where are these artifacts? Where are these artifacts? Are they all in the hands of the black market? That is just such a damn shame if that's the case. Joyce de la Rios Lopez says, without a doubt, we have in the carved representations of the stones at the site where the three-toed mummies were found ancient graphics of the European continent. And yeah, here's one character supposedly from one of these stones that looks a lot like what I think that's supposed to be runic. Super fascinating. What is the connection with with Europe? Because we also have stuff like this also taken from the tomb or the citadel that looks to me very European. Even like 1700 European. It doesn't even look that old. Where is that artifact? It's crazy. What was going on there back in the day? What was going on there? Meanwhile, we have a cool article on MSN shared from Jerusalem Post staff that I really like because they reveal a new hero in the Nazca mummy story. Peruvian Congressman German Tacuri, a member of the Bloc Magisterial Party in the Culture Commission, organized a public hearing titled Three-Digit Beings of Nasca in the Congress of the Republic of Peru to discuss the possible existence of ETs in the tridactyl mummies or humanoids discovered in Nazca. The hearing aimed to determine the veracity of perhaps the most important finding in history, the tridactyl beings found between Nazca and Palpa, according to Jaime Mason. Congressman Takuri has insisted 3 times on carrying out the public hearing on ETs. He explained he insisted on holding this hearing in the Peruvian Legislative Palace because he considers it a place where all opinions must be debated and stated that all opinions, both in favor and against, will be respected. When consulted by the press, he defended the public hearing, affirming that Congress must be a space where all opinions can be heard. Takuri added that, although he is not a scientist, he hopes that experts will participate to provide their analyses and assess the veracity of the findings regarding these supposed tridactyl beings. Well, we know how that worked out. The scientists and doctors provided great evidence when you could hear it. Meanwhile, they weren't given enough time, or I didn't think they were given enough time, not as much time as the Ministry of Culture guys seemed to be given. Very frustrating. But there you go. So we have a new hero in the Nazca mummy story, Congressman Takuri. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but there you go. I wanted to highlight a new hero who is one of the people that brought the hearing to us. Meanwhile, the other day I asked if any of the Nazca mummies had been found with red hair because I thought that might be an interesting link to the Paracas skull beings, the elongated skull beings, because I had a guest on the channel not long ago talking about the mythology and the history of that region, and he was trying to find evidence of the Nazca beings and how they related to the humans of the time, and he was finding that there was supposedly interbreeding between the Nazca beings and the humans of the area. And I was wondering if that might be an explanation for the elongated skull beings. If indeed they could interbreed, because that was also part of the story, that there were products of those unions, if that could explain the Paracas skull beings, the elongated skull beings. Now, Brian Forster believes that those beings came from the Black Sea, and that could well be. There's also genetics from one of the elongated skull beings that points to Scotland, which might explain the red hair. However, looks like Paloma, this being right here, seems to have had red hair, at least according to this information. And yeah, we don't know a lot about Paloma, but she's tridactyl, desiccated being with red hair from Nazca/Palpa. Could she be linked to the mysterious red-headed mummies of the Nazca/Paracas cultures of Peru? So I thought that was really intriguing. Here's a depiction of what one of the elongated skull beings might have looked like with the red hair. And of course, this is what it looks like now. So really interesting if some of these Nazca beings were interbreeding with regular humans and possibly producing elongated skull people. You know, just a theory, just a theory. Either way, I wanted to share that with you. Let me know what you think about that, about the alien writings, about the new hero emerging in the Peruvian Congress to bring this information to us, and anything else Nazca mummy related. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure would appreciate it. Smash the like button and the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media, Facebook and Twitter links below. Love to see you guys there. If you want to support Cosmic Road in a bigger way, consider grabbing a coffee mug or a t-shirt in the merch store below, or by becoming a channel member. Channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you. Meanwhile, there are plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.